Welcome to the Surge channel. Today I want to show you how the city of Odessa lives during the war. Our route will pass through the most beautiful places in Odessa. I don't know English well, so artificial intelligence will help me voice this episode. Don't scold me, please. And now in front of you see the most important street of the city, Deribasovskaya, along which we will begin our journey. And the first thing I want to show you is one of the oldest and most beautiful hotels in Odessa, Passage. Now it is used as a place for restaurants and photo shoots. Every girl in Odessa has done a photo shoot here at least once. This place is an architectural monument and is listed as a UNESCO heritage site. Look at this beauty for yourself. On the ground floor there are beautiful coffee shops in a luxurious style. And as you can see, there are enough visitors here. Ukrainians are very fond of coffee and cold cocktails, even during the war. This dates back to 1899 and is now 125 years old. You can see the most exquisite sculptures here to the left and right of the entrance. Due to the fact that the roof here is glass, the ancient sculptures are well preserved in their original form. Be sure to visit this hotel when you vacation in Odessa. Coffee prices in Ukraine differ from prices in Europe. The average price for a cup of coffee is $1.50, but sometimes it's 50 cents. I'll order iced coffee with orange juice. Now I am in the most important and central park of Odessa, the City Garden. This place is very popular among young people and artists. Behind me you see a large gray box. It contains ancient sculptures. To protect architectural monuments from destruction due to war, people line them with sandbags and fence them off with boards. But we continue on our way. You won't believe it, but even sakura is blooming on the streets of Odessa now. On weekends there are a lot of people relaxing in the park, despite the fact that air raid warnings are often announced in the city and explosions can be heard. And in the evening street musicians come here. The tourism business is also booming. And this beautiful car is designed for excursions. A man stands not far from her and shouts loudly, inviting passers-by to sign up for a tour. And there are always people who want to ride this car. Because of the war, many windows in the city were damaged, so they were covered with plywood and, to prevent them from looking gloomy, street artists turned the plywood into an impromptu gallery. It looks very unusual. Examples of modern art are depicted here. But the most unusual thing is the rabbits that make money. Yes, they are the ones who earn money for their owner. Only in Odessa could people come up with such a thing. My girlfriend was fascinated by their beauty and donated some money for their food. And now I'm standing in the very heart of the main street, and behind me is the main fair, a place where various events take place and young people gather. Here people eat delicious food, sing karaoke, smoke hookah and just have a good time. Also here you can find souvenir shops and buy yourself something as a souvenir. But because of the war, many establishments were closed, but even now you can find entertainment for every taste, and there are still many people who want to relax. A cunning type of business is common in Odessa. First, they offer you to hold the pigeon in your arms, and then they ask you for money for it. Well, now I want to show you the Odessa Opera House, a place that is the pearl of this city. And he is already very close. In the city center you will hardly see cheap cars, because the residents of Odessa are quite rich and wealthy people who can afford almost everything. Well, I continue on my way to the opera house. Friends, we have come to the pearl of the city of Odessa, one of the most beautiful buildings in the city, the Opera House. Now I will show you the beauty of this place. Let's go around it from different sides. Citizens love this place for its beautiful view, the opportunity to take a photo shoot and relax by the cool fountain. Come closer. My girlfriend is not a very experienced cameraman yet, so I sometimes tell her how best to film me. But now there are 2 cars in the frame that carry excursions. In general, you will find dozens of similar machines throughout the city center. And here is my dear operator. Thanks to her for her help in filming.
Кнопочку нажимай иногда. Тихо.
This majestic and one of the largest and most beautiful theaters in Europe was built in 1873. The external architecture of this theater is very luxurious. Behind me you can see various sculptures and bas-reliefs. The interior of the theater is even richer. Once you go inside, you will be shocked by what you see. By the way, the theater can accommodate more than 1,600 spectators in a hall with unique acoustics. This Baroque architectural monument is protected by UNESCO. Now we are walking along the Seaside Boulevard. To our right is the famous Odessa port. And here archaeologists discovered an ancient settlement, but in order not to destroy the boulevard, the authorities decided to cover the site of archaeological finds with a glass sarcophagus. And now everyone can see what is under their feet at a depth of 2 meters.
Видите, там денежка.
And this is the main attraction of Odessa, the famous Duke. But it is now lined with sandbags and covered with green cloth, so you won't see it. Residents of Odessa are accustomed to constant air raid alarms and explosions, so they hardly pay attention to them. These teenagers are recording some kind of dance challenge on video, while 2 enemy missiles are flying towards the city from the sea. I decided not to be on the street during a missile attack, since it was dangerous, and decided to go to the souvenir shop with the girl. I was surprised by the abundance of various souvenirs that were present in the small store. Tens of thousands of different products for every taste and color. I will say in advance that the missiles were shot down over the sea, and after about 20 minutes the alarm ended, so we were able to continue our journey around the city.
Анечка, ну как тебе нравится? Круто.
I really want to eat, so now we'll go to the richest and most beautiful shopping center and I'll order delicious food in a restaurant there. Let's see how much it will cost and how tasty it will be. This restaurant is self-service, so I can get myself a lot of food. I decided to pack in a lot of the usual food that I eat every day, and all this cost me only $8. It's quite cheap. Let's taste our lunch now. So what did I decide to take? This is our mushroom soup, which I love. Next I have a double portion of mashed potatoes and 2 cutlets. The third course is a unique local dish called fish under a fur coat. In addition, I took 2 pieces of bread and a glass of compote. I really like the soup. Rich and pleasant taste. I recommend. Next I started mashing the potatoes. It is tasty, but I was pleased with the cue ball, which was made from natural fatty meats. The taste is really very good. I recommend. But now I will eat the most unusual dish. This is our national salad called herring under a fur coat. And it consists of potatoes, herring, carrots, beet and special sauce. I will finally try how they make it in this restaurant and share my emotions with you. Very unusual taste. An unusual combination of fish and vegetables. I recommend that you definitely try this dish when you are in Ukraine. Now you know how the city of Odessa lives in wartime. Subscribe to the channel, friends.